Welcome all children. Hope you all are well. So today we'll be starting with the fourth chapter of your class 12 chemistry, that is chemical kinetics. So this term chemical kinetics, here kinetics term is being derived from the word kinesis, where kinesis is a Greek word. Kinesis is a Greek word which means movement. So here children will be studying about the movement basically. Now who is moving, where it is moving, that will try to know. Now what does this deals with? Chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics is that branch of science which deals with the study of reaction rates. That is, at which rate the reaction is occurring, whether the reaction is fast or the reaction is slow. Okay, so we'll study about the reaction rates. At what speed the reaction is being occurring, whether the reaction is completing very fastly or it is going moderately or it is very slow. So this is generally what we study in reaction rates. Now next one, what are the factors that are affecting the rate of reaction? Suppose we take temperature. So what is the effect of temperature on that reaction? That also we are going to study. Okay, now on increasing the temperature, whether the reaction is occurring fast or on decreasing the temperature, whether the reaction is occurring fast or it is occurring slow. So we will be studying about different factors, for example like temperature, pressure. What will be the different factors that will affect the rate of reaction? This we are going to study. Next, by which mechanism the reaction proceeds? कौन सा ऐसा mechanism है जिसके through the reaction is occurring? We have to study this reaction in steps. How the reaction is being occurring, that we are going to study. The mechanism. You know what is mechanism exactly? Mechanism is showing all the way, all the steps, how one reactant on reaction with another reactant is giving rise to the product. What is the main reason behind it? So the main mechanism of how the reaction proceeds, that is also studied under chemical kinetics. So what is chemical kinetics now children? Chemical kinetics is the study of reaction rates. At what rate a reaction is being occurring, what are the factors that are affecting the rate of reaction, and the mechanism by which a reaction proceeds. So this is all that we are going to study in chemical kinetics. So I just hope this is clear. Okay, now children, the next we'll be studying about the type of reactions. Okay, what are the different types of reactions? So this we are going to study. What are the different types of reactions? So the first type of reactions are very fast reactions. Very fast reactions. Now what are very fast reactions children? These are those reactions which are occurring very fastly or at a greater speed. बहुत जल्दी से ये reactions जो हो जाते हैं उनको हम लोग बोलते हैं very fast reaction. For example, precipitation of AgCl. Example is children, precipitation of AgCl. Okay, precipitation of AgCl from AgNO3 and AgCl. Now children, what is precipitation of AgCl? Now, a precipitate of AgCl is being formed it will be NaCl. Precipitate of AgCl will be formed when you are reacting AgNO3 with NaCl. So when you add NaCl to AgNO3, that is silver nitrate, if you add sodium chloride, then what is formed? PPT of silver chloride is formed. So this precipitate is formed very fastly. जैसे ही आप उसको add करते हैं AgNO3 को NaCl में, NaCl को AgNO3 में, then जो AgCl का PPT फॉर्म होता है बहुत जल्दी फॉर्म हो जाता है. It means that the reaction is occurring at a very fast rate. So this reaction is an example of very fast reaction. Now next one is very slow reaction. Next one is, children, very slow reactions. So as the name indicates, second type, very slow reactions. In this, the reaction is occurring at a very slow speed. बहुत धीरे धीरे करके ये जो reaction होता है वो होता है. Now आप लोगों ने जनरल लाइफ में कहाँ पर ये देखा है reaction which is occurring at a very slow speed? You have studied in your class 10. Example is rusting of iron. जो रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन होती है ये रिएक्शन इज अकरिंग एट अ वेरी वेरी स्लो स्पीड. बहुत धीरे धीरे, टेक्स ईयर्स टू कॉज आयरन रस्ट. ओके, सो दैट रिएक्शन इज वेरी वेरी स्लो. सो द सेकेंड टाइप इज वेरी स्लो रिएक्शन एंड द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ इज दिस रस्टिंग ऑफ आयरन. सो सेकेंड वन, वेरी स्लो रिएक्शन, एग्जाम्पल इज रस्टिंग ऑफ iron. Now third one, moderately slow reactions. Moderately slow reactions. It means these reactions are slow. These reactions are slow, but not as slow as were very slow reactions. ये reaction जो होने वाले हैं ये slow तो होंगे लेकिन बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा slow नहीं होंगे. These reactions are moderately slow reactions. Example is, children, inversion of cane sugar. Inversion of cane sugar. So this is example of moderately slow reaction, that is inversion of cane sugar. Okay, so we have studied three types of reaction on the basis of what? On the basis of speed with what they are occurring. First one was very fast reaction. Very fast reaction. Example we know, precipitation of AgCl. The PPT was formed by reaction of AgNO3 with NaCl. Second was very slow reaction. Example was rusting of iron, very slow reaction. And the third one was moderately slow reaction, which are slow but not very slow. Example is, children, inversion of cane sugar. So this is how we divide the reactions on the basis of their speed with which they are occurring. With which they are occurring. Now, what we'll be doing or studying next one is rate of a chemical reaction. Rate of a chemical reaction. So the next topic we'll be studying is rate of a chemical reaction. So children, rate of a chemical reaction, कि किस रेट से कोई भी रिएक्शन हो रहा है. Now, if somebody asks you how you can tell about the rate at which a chemical reaction is occurring, so generally when we talk about any reaction, we take two reactants. For example, A plus B will be giving C plus D. So here, children, A and B are the reactants and and D are the products. Okay. So now children, A and B are the reactants, C and D are the products. So how the concentration of A and B is being decreased and how the concentration of C and D, that is a product, is being increasing. Through that we can say what is the rate of chemical reaction. जिस तरह से या फिर कितना अमाउंट में जो A और B का कंसंट्रेशन है वो कम होता है, उससे हम लोग रेट ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन बता सकते हैं, या फिर किस तरह जो C और D यानी कि प्रोडक्ट है उनका कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ रहा है, उससे भी आप रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन और रेट ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शन बता सकते हैं. Suppose earlier the concentration of A was 5 gram, concentration of B was 5 gram जब तक रिएक्शन शुरू नहीं हुआ था, and C was 0 gram and D was 0 gram. ये तब का अमाउंट है जब तक रिएक्शन शुरू नहीं हुआ था. अब धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे रिएक्शन प्रोसीड करता है, जैसे जैसे अब हमने क्या करा, इन दोनों को मिक्स कर दिया. ये दोनों अलग अलग थे. दिस वाज 5 ग्राम एंड बी वाज अगेन 5 ग्राम. इफ यू मिक्स दीज टू, so children, what it comes like after 2 minutes, this will become 3 gram and this will also become 3 gram. So if these are formed 2 gram. Okay children. So कुछ टाइम के बाद आफ्टर 2 मिनट्स इसका कंसंट्रेशन कितना कम हो गया, 2 ग्राम दोनों का डिक्रीज हो गया, और ये कितने बढ़ गए दोनों, 2 ग्राम ये बन गए. सो जितना इनका अमाउंट कम हुआ, ए और बी का अमाउंट जितना कम हुआ 5 से 3, 2 ग्राम कम हो गया, और जितना अमाउंट इनका बढ़ गया, कितना बढ़ गया बेटा, 2 ग्राम. द अमाउंट हैज़ बीन इंक्रीज बाय 2 ग्राम and the amount has been decreased by 2 gram. Okay, so the amount of by which there is a decrease in the concentration of the reactant and the amount of increase in the concentration of the product. This is how we give the rate of a chemical reaction. So this is the basic by which we explain the rate of a chemical reaction, that is decrease in the concentration of reactant and increase in the concentration of the product. Okay, so this is how we give this. Now so the two things that you will be writing in this is, first one, increase in the concentration of product, and the second one is a decrease in the concentration of the reactant. That is what is rate of a chemical reaction. Okay, now if I take a reaction, hypothetical reaction, if I take, reactant is giving product, the reactant is giving children product P. Now what will happen if R1 and P1 at time T1. If R1 is the concentration of reactant at time T1 and P1 is the concentration of product at time T1, and R2 is the concentration of reactant at time T2 and P2 is the concentration of product at time T2. Children, this is the initial concentration. जब शुरू में reaction start हुआ है तो R1 जो था वो हमें बता रहा था कितनी अमाउंट में reactant present है. It was telling us about the concentration of the reactant. P1 was giving us the concentration of the product. कि शुरू में जब reaction start हुआ है तो P1 जो था वो initial concentration of product था. And after time T, कुछ टाइम के बाद, time T2, at time T2, the concentration of reactant becomes R2. पहले ही R1 हमेशा ज़्यादा होगा और R2 कम होगा, क्योंकि रिएक्टेंट का कंसंट्रेशन शुरू में ज़्यादा होता है और बाद में वो कम हो जाता है. एंड P1 इज द इनिशियल कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट एंड आफ्टर टाइम T, कुछ टाइम के बाद P2 जो था वो फाइनल कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट आया. P1 जो था वो पहले कम होता है, मैंने अभी अभी आपको एग्जाम्पल देके समझाया था. P1 जो होता है वो शुरू में कम होता है, बट इट इंक्रीजेस आफ्टर सम टाइम. प्रोडक्ट का कंसंट्रेशन हमेशा बढ़ता है, रिएक्टेंट का कंसंट्रेशन हमेशा कम होता है. सो P2 जो था वो आफ्टर टाइम T के बाद क्या हो गया, ये इंक्रीज कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ प्रोडक्ट है एंड R2 इज अ डिक्रीज कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ रिएक्टेंट है. नाउ इफ यू वांट टू गिव these concentration, then what if you tell about these concentration, we'll take these two time first, children. Firstly we'll take delta T, change in time will be T2 minus T1, change in concentration of reactant, change in concentration of reactant, change in concentration of reactant will be, children, what we will be subtracting R2 minus R1. बाद में जो आया है R2 minus R1. In the same way we can find out the change in concentration of product. So the change in concentration of product will be P2 minus P1. Okay. So these two were the initial concentration of reactant product. These are the final concentration of reactant product. These are at a time T1 and these are at time T2. So what will be the change in time? Delta T will be T2 minus T1. What will be the change in concentration of reactant? R2 minus R1. And what will be the change in concentration of product? P2 minus P1. And children, when you give the rate, how you can write it? How you can write it, children, when you give the rate? So you write rate of disappearance of reactant. जिस रेट से रिएक्टेंट डिसअपियर हुआ है, will be given by change in concentration of reactant divide by time taken. Change in concentration of reactant divided by time taken. So children, what was the change in concentration of reactant? It was delta R. So delta R was the change in concentration of reactant. Okay, this is the change in concentration of the reactant and time taken was delta T. And children, as I have told you, we'll subtract R2 minus R1. And children, we know that R1 is the greater quantity and R2 is a smaller quantity. When you subtract from a smaller quantity a larger quantity or a bigger quantity, like if R2 is 2 and R1 is 3, so the answer comes out to be minus 1. So here you are subtracting from a smaller quantity a bigger quantity. That is the change in concentration of reactant, that is delta R. So the value is coming out to be negative. So it will be always negative, children. So in the formula you write minus of delta R upon delta T. So this is the rate of disappearance of the reactant. That is minus delta R upon delta T. In the same way, children, you can express the rate of formation of products. Rate of formation of products. Rate of formation of products will be given by children delta P upon delta T. That is कितनी जल्दी जो प्रोडक्ट हैं वो फॉर्म हुए हैं. How fastly the products are formed from reactants. That you will give by change in concentration of products divided by the time taken. Change in concentration of product is given by children delta P upon time taken is given by delta T. So it is delta P upon delta T. Now children, again we know that change in concentration of product, we will subtract from P2, P1 will subtract from P2. So that will give you delta P, and we know that P2, the quantity of product formed later after the reaction has been proceeding. So the P2 value is always greater than the P1 value. So it will, if it is 3 gram minus 1 gram, so the value is 2. It is coming positive. Therefore it is plus delta P upon delta T. This will be the rate of formation of products. Rate of formation of products. So we got two things in rate of chemical reaction. Rate of disappearance of reactant. What was rate of disappearance of reactant? It was minus delta R upon delta T. And what is the rate of formation of product? It is positive of delta P, concentration of delta P upon delta T. So this is all what we do in rate of a chemical reaction, that is rate of formation of product and rate of disappearance of reactants. Okay children, now we will be doing one example. I'll explain you this with an example. Okay. Now, if we take a reaction, that is PCl5, if PCl5 is giving PCl3 plus Cl2, if this is the reaction, here the state of PCl5 is gaseous state, state of PCl3 is gaseous state, and state of Cl2 is also gaseous state. So how you express the reaction? How you express the reaction? How you are going to represent this reaction in the form of, or how you represent the rate of chemical reaction of this given equation? Okay, now it is expressed as rate is equals to, now children, as you can see, PCl5 is the reactant and PCl3 and Cl2 are the products formed. So the rate will be equals to decrease in the change, decrease is given by minus change in concentration of PCl5. Change in concentration of PCl5 is this upon the time taken, that is delta T, and this will be equals to change in concentration of PCl3 upon delta T, and this is equals to change in concentration of Cl2 upon delta T. So this is how you express the rate of this chemical reaction. Okay children? So this is the rate of a chemical reaction. Now you are going to write the unit of chemical reaction. Unit of rate of a chemical reaction. You are going to find the unit of rate of a chemical reaction. So children, in the above we have taken the concentration, and rate is given by concentration divided by time taken. कि concentration में time के साथ जो change आया है, that is the rate. So what is the unit of concentration? Unit of concentration is mole per liter. And what is the unit of time? It is second. So the unit of rate of concentration will be mole per liter per second. So this is the unit of rate of a chemical reaction, that is mole per liter per second. Hope children this lecture is clear to you all, and you will be benefited by this lecture. You all take care. Thank you all and have a nice day.